Okay, so why we are here? Is it because of Power BI? Is it because of a job? Right? So this is my first question. Just it is because of job, right? So quickly to get get into the market, right? So if you go to any institute, what they will teach you, either they will teach you Power BI or they will teach you SQL Server or the combination of two. But why we are here, right? So why is so special Mahindra Academy Pro, right? So I am going to teach you apart from Power BI, apart from SQL Server, okay, we are going to cover SSRS, we are going to cover Report Builder, we are going to cover SSA's tabular model, we are going to cover Azure DevOps, okay. So these are the big package that I'm going to give it to you, and along with that there are few packages. What are them? I will help you to prepare your resume. I will prepare you to prepare your tell about yourself. I will prepare your. I will explain you your projects, right? So all those things that I'm giving it as a free offer. So this is a complete meal that I can tell you to get the offer and quickly and effectively. This is well proven framework. You are not the one. I'll show you. I've been teaching almost in July 2021 or before that. Okay, so it's almost more than almost this is 18th batch, I guess, if I remember correctly. Okay, so I've been taught more than 300 plus students, and a lot of people they got job, and with my help, I'm closely working with them. Okay, so this is the folder that I've created for all our reports and everything that I'm going to create throughout the course, right? So this is the clear agenda, and in this demo, what is the expectation, right? So in this demo, as I told you, what are my offerings. So offerings are Power BI and SQL Server, how to work with SQL Server with in an in-depth manner with performance tuning point of view, like import, direct, composite, when to go for composite, how to work with composite, what is the best practices when you are working with Power BI versus combination of Power BI with SQL Server, and also Azure analysis. Let me finish. SSRS and SSAS, AAS, what is this? AAS, Azure Analysis Services. Azure SQL, okay, Azure SQL Server or Azure SQL Database. What is the difference? Also will explain you, okay. And along with that, ADO, Azure DevOps. I think this is more than enough to showcase your resume, and any company will think it's a genuine experience. And not only that, I will give you assignments, okay, and I will work with you before and after class. So this is not a normal training, it's beyond the training, coaching, and beyond the coaching, mentoring. So you see all these flavors. I am committed for your success. This is my tagline. Whenever I talk to you, then I'll try to motivate you or try to do anything it's possible. So bear with me. I mean, if you are connected really, then only I'll do. Otherwise, I won't. Okay, then that's how I'll try as much as you have to do, right? So then only you will be succeed. It is not about getting money going out. I want to be part of your life. My SS Rajamouli, more should be there on your career. So that's my goal. Okay, so that's where I'm committed. That's where I've been teaching. It's all I never stopped even a single day when I started this training. Okay, that's how I addicted for this training. Okay, giving trainings. I'm not giving too many trainings. Only one, that too morning 7 to 8. Okay, and yeah, and remaining time whenever you just give any doubts, I am ready to answer them. Yeah, just You need to coordinate. Coordination is very, very important. Coordination, you know, right? Coordination means, you should respond at the right time with the right question. So when I ask you, ask any doubts like yes or no and one word answers, then you can ask at any time. But if it is something like I need to, verify your assignment, then what is the right time? After the class. After the class, just give them a one-on-one call and explain where you struck and what was the problem, and try to, explain your problem so that I can fix them then and there. So that is the promise. Okay. Now, and not only this, I'm going to explain you my experience, my real time scenarios and performance improvement mechanisms. Okay, these are the my, major offerings, right? So apart from this free resume preparation and tell about yourself. Okay, so these are all the free offers that I'm going to give you, and apart from this, um, yeah, training, coaching, mentoring, these are the keywords that I always use. Training is, coaching is better than training, and mentoring is better than coaching, right? So this is how I feel. Okay, now, and we are created a Skype group. Why I chosen Skype group, right? So I know people, having Zoom and everything, right? So but why didn't I go? Because there is no group chat. First thing, even in the Google Meet also there is no group chat, but the Skype we can use as a group chat. I can give you assignment, I can ask you questions, and we can see all the things what are actually happened last week, and all the, starting to end, right? So everything that you can capture within the single group, right? That is one. And I can also call you. If you install the same Skype in your mobile, you will get a call, and you can quickly open your laptop and join, right? So that's how it is. So the 2 to 3 reasons that I'm using Skype when I started my training. Okay, so these are the things. Now moving to the demo, right? So actually this is part of demo, but I want to show you how Power BI exactly works, right? So before that, let's understand what is Power BI. Okay, Power BI, what and why and how, when, where, all these questions you might have. So let me answer one by one. So what is Power BI, right? So Power BI is a reporting tool. Okay, simple words if you ask me, but it's a non-traditional ETL come reporting tool. Again, what is this? Non-traditional. Non-traditional ETL come reporting tool. Traditional, okay. Non-traditional ETL come reporting tool. So what exactly mean by that, right? So there are there are traditional reporting tools like SSRS, a lot of other tools in the market, but it is not like that. Okay, it has inbuilt ETL, it has inbuilt modeling, it has inbuilt reporting. So all the three features are packed into one tool, right? I'm going to explain you the differences between the legacy MSBI versus the powerful Power BI. Okay, because both are from Microsoft, though they are two different names. Why? That is the first question. And how they are different, second question. And what is the benefit the client is going to get when we go for Power BI? That is the third question. right? So these are the 3 points that we will cover in the what and then why we should learn, right? So yes, let me explain you this. So let me give a quick differences, right? So let me give you the feature, what feature we are going to differentiate, and that too in the MSBI and in the Power BI and the Excel BI, right? So now the differences. And okay, so yes, the feature is here ETL. What is ETL? Extract, transform, and load, right? Extract, E for extract. We need to extract the data. Okay, so then we need to transform the data the way we want, and then we have to load the data. So this is called ETL. Now that become ELT, extract, first load, and then transform because of the cloud. Okay, because of the cloud, it will become like that, transform, right? But this is a concept. Okay, in this using this concept in MSBI, we have SSIS, very powerful tool, very good demand in the market, but it's a legacy system. Okay, now the same thing you have in a Power BI is called Power Query. Okay, Power Query editor. Here also we have the same Power Query editor. Okay, and then uh, the next is analysis. Here we have SSAS, and same thing we have modeling, and here we have Power Pivot, and the reporting we have SSRS tool. Here we have a visualization, and here we have a Power View. Okay, this is the main difference when it comes to MSBI, Power BI, and Excel BI. So within the Power, now previously, as I said, what is the benefit that a client going to get when it goes for Power BI, right? So that is the first thing is cheap. Price wise, this is cheap, Power BI when it compares to MSBI. Okay, and I'll tell you about the Excel BI. What is the, when we go for Excel BI, and what is the major or problems or challenges with Excel BI. Okay, now let's assume if I go with an MSBI, there are very limited sources that I need to work with. But MSBI, Power BI can work with 99 plus sources. 99 plus sources. Here limited sources. And this is a legacy system, which is old one, invented in 2000 around. Okay, MSBI started in 2000 year. Okay, and work with a lot of on-premises technologies. What do you mean by on-premises? So when you would like to know on-premise, you should know cloud, right? So Power BI is actually a cloud tool. Okay, Power BI is what? It is a cloud-based application. I will explain you more about that in a while. But for now, MSBI is a legacy old system which you need to work along with SQL Server, along with these three different applications. Okay, if you want, and moreover, you know what? If you buy SQL Server, these are all the free offerings from Microsoft. Okay, so again, that depends on the flavor and offer that Microsoft is offering, and this to implement you need to have at least 6 to 7 people, 6 to 8 people, let's say, and here you need to have at least 3 to 4 people, and here at least 2 to 3 people. Okay, to implement the backend. Now let's imagine an average, it could be 11 to 15, 16 people are required to be implemented MSBI project. But when it comes to Power BI, 2 to 3 is enough. You understand the cost efficiency, right? This is cheaper in the cost and easy to migrate, easy to develop, and less resources. Go on mute, please, someone. One second, one second. Okay, muted. Thank you. Okay, so that is the benefit client is going to get. That is the reason you are going to get a good packages in Power BI, right? And the combination of Power BI with SSS tabular model is marvelous. One of my friend who actually stopped his job, okay, after maybe his 10 years of experience with around 14 15 lakhs at the time, he just stopped and he went for a law and went for 2 to 3 years gap, and then he come back and then he got 40 lakhs package. How? The combination of SSS tabular model with Power BI. Actually, you don't know Power BI, but he kept like that in his resume. SSS tabular model with Power BI. Then he come to me, okay, Mahinder, I need your help. Then I realized, wow, there is a good market in this combination. Okay, sometimes you might not see a lot of calls, but if there is a requirement, then they will offer you a huge package. So that's what we realized using in this case. Okay, now you understand this is actually comes why you should learn Power BI. It is most demanding, and reports, when there is a business there is a report. Remember this. Without report, business will never run, because a report will tell you the story, and based on that, he has to take the decision. Why stories are so important? To realize something, to make a decision after watching this movie. Yes, I should be like this. Okay, like that hero. And yes, we learn something from this movie. So this is how the society is like this. So the stories will tell you they will tell you what to take a decision. The same way, a report also will tell you to make a decision, right? So where there is a business, there is a report. Where there is a report, there is a Power BI. That's how Microsoft is committed now. It's realized lately, but they are committed and they are actually working every month. They are trying to improve. Okay, I'm sure it will be next 10 years. You can confidently sleep when you work with Power BI. Why I'm telling you, you can go and check Gartner report. Okay, who is this? Gartner is like a movie critic. Like, for movies there is a critic, right? So somebody will critic this movie is good in these terms, this genre, but there are a lot of other movies similar way, something like that. So I'm giving rating like out of 5, 3. Something like that they will tell you. The similar way for the technologies, they will also do the competition. They will also check the competition in different categories, like these features, these kind of features they will check, and then they will give you 4 quadrants. Who is the leaders in the top, and who is actually challengers, who are niche players. So all those things they will categorize, and you can go and search in Google Gartner report for Power BI. Let me show you otherwise. Gartner Gartner report for Power BI. Okay, so now you can go simply images so that you can quickly get. Now you see this is the, you see Power BI is now, it will tell you the story, right? So when, how in 2020 where it is, it will, if you can play this again, it will tell you where exactly, how exactly, when exactly the game changed for them. Now you see in 2018 started being in the leader position, but still you see it's top. And Tableau, click view, now you see. So 16 Power BI was in somewhere around here, but now quickly it become a leader. Okay, so I have migrated a project into Power BI from ClickView, and Tableau, one of my friends, he already migrated to Power BI. So imagine it's going to be monopoly sooner. Okay, so all projects that you are going to get uh, into Power BI. huge market is getting started. That's where you see a lot of demand in the Power BI. So that is the reason you should learn Power BI. You can also check in Google Trend how it is going on. So this will tell you the trend. Okay. Now, what else? What are the reasons you should know for Power BI? Right? Yeah, I'm going to give you a great package of all of them, because there's a big market and a lot of training centers are out there. And why should if we go with a lot of competition, how I become a limelight, right? So how you become a your resume will filter it for top, right? Yes, because of these things. And apart from that, I've been coaching and mentoring with you, so definitely you will have a very good confidence, and there are a lot of possibilities to come your resume on top. Okay, if you just follow my guidelines, definitely you will get the job. That's my promise. You should follow. That is the condition supply, and a lot of people are actually getting succeed. Now, how we are going to learn this? Okay, the training hours would be 1 hour. Okay, and apart from this, you need to spend at least 2 to 3 hours. Okay, then you will definitely get the job within 1 or 2 months. Okay, so when we are going to have this training, morning 7 to 8, morning 7 to 8 a.m. or 8:30, it might go sometimes, but committed is 7 to 8. It may go 8:15, 8:30 sometimes, based on your doubts, based on, but till 9 I will be there for your doubts and everything. So at any time you can call between 7:15 to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, sorry, 8:15 to 9 o'clock. You can call me on mobile and ask me any type of doubts or any challenges that you have with your education, with your gap, with your professional experience, anything. I'm ready to guide you, right? And where? It is purely online and Skype, right? Now, people are asking, can I come and meet you? Yes, perfectly, but why? The question is, you should have a right answer. You come from some long way and you might be expecting something. I mean, I really don't want to understand here uh, why to meet one on one if you are clarified the doubts over the phone or the Skype. That is my question. But a lot of people asking me, can I come and meet? Why not? You can come if you are have that much lavish time and you are ready to bear the travel and everything. Yeah, you definitely, right. So that's how it is. Any questions before I move to the demo, real demo, how Power BI looks like, and how reporting life cycle, when to get the data, how to prepare, how to clean the data, how to prepare the visualizations, and whom to share this report to the end user. So what is the life cycle of a report? Right, so that I'm going to tell you. And before that, I will give just 1 minute for a doubt. If you have more doubts, then I'm ready to take it up, but I'm just telling you, do you have any doubts so far about my offerings, about how to learn, why to learn, what to learn, when to learn, all these topics along with my offerings? Do you have any questions? Okay, so with your silence, I can consider as a no. But now, no problem. You should get some doubts definitely. Okay, you need to clarify with them also. Okay, now demo. What is demonstration, right? So before there is a prerequisites. Do I require any knowledge to learn this Power BI? Good question, right? So yes. No, actually, your commitment is matter here. If you have committed, you are unstoppable. Your commitment can, take you anywhere. You have to commit. Okay, so start with baby steps, like move like a tortoise but keep on moving. Definitely you will get the success. Should not stop, you should not sit there. Okay, you should not ignore that. Okay, I don't know why I came here. Oh my god, okay, what? It's not like that. You should commit it, and that you should be aware and you should move on. Right, we are not inventing the wheel, we are just learning the easiest subject. Let me tell you, it's not my greatness, it is the technology that it has greatness. It's easy to learn, no, everybody can learn. I have taught an intermediate fail guy and he's earning 1.5 lakhs per month. Okay, lot of secrets with me. You can connect with me more and then you will learn a lot of things. Okay, now demo. So what is Power BI? Power BI has actually two flavor, two main modules. I can say one is Power BI desktop and another one is Power BI service. Right, two things that we need to understand majorly. So this is a developer tool and it's a free tool basically. Anybody can download and they can use it. And it's for developer and it's for developer. Right? Now Power BI service, then if it's a developer and if it's a free, then why Microsoft is how Microsoft is going to get the money, right? Now this is where Microsoft is going to get the money. This is a subscription based model. Okay, subscription based. What is subscription? Subscription is pay as you go, right? Let's say you take a TV subscription, monthly recharge, phone subscription, monthly recharge. Right, the similar way it will also work, but there are flavors like sports channels, all these different channels, right? So HD channels, full HD channels, right? These are all types of subscriptions that you could see within the subscription. The similar way Power BI is also a subscription with pro and premium, and within the premium again two flavors. Okay, what is that? PPU and PPC, right? So these are the three flavors, and not only this, apart from this, you have a embedded also. Okay, so these are the four flavors that you could see in the subscription. Based on that, the amount will be charged. So for Pro, you have $14. Previously, they started with $9.99, which is less than a movie ticket. So that's what Microsoft is claiming per month. They used to charge only $14. $14 is nothing but 1,500, not even 1,500, it's 200 rupees. Okay, so that's how Microsoft is charged. This is the lowest and the cheapest in the market, and you get a lot of benefits with the Pro license even. But in the premium per user will start with $40, and premium per capacity will start from $5,000. Embedded will start based on your capabilities. So there is no price, but it depends on your use case. Microsoft sales executive will explain you the charges. Okay, so that's how the Microsoft works. Okay, so now what I'm going to tell you in this demo, I'm going to download and install the tool, the Power BI desktop, this one. Okay, and then I will create a report and I will publish here. And why we need to use this, what is the benefit that I'm going to get if I don't use? Can't we create a report? Can't we use? Yes, you can use it, but it is not that great. Okay, so still you can share in the email, and other person if he has a desktop, yes, you can also see it, but it's a developer, right? So a person without stitching, after operation without stitching, you are traveling, something like that. So that is the difference. But otherwise, yes, perfectly you can share the PBX file, but that is not the great for business use case. Okay, because simply that when you open, you can edit it, something like that. Okay, now we are going to download and install Power BI Desktop, and then publish the report into Power BI service. Publish report into Power BI service. So these are the things that I'm going to show you. This is the life cycle of a report. You get the data, transfer the data, and load into Power BI Desktop, and then prepare the modeling, prepare the visualization, and then publish into Power BI service. That's it. That is your developer game. That is your role. That's how we need to work in the real time. And before that, you should also understand the requirement. What is the source? What kind of connection you required, and how to model. Keep in mind you need to prepare the tables. So the scope will increase. The scope of the development might increase depend on the project style. Okay, I will also tell you different project styles, how deployment works for different styles of projects. So we will go in deeper in depth with my own experience. I will teach you. Okay, now in the demo I'll just take one of the source, and we will prepare one report, and we will publish. That's it. Okay, and now let me start. So I've already installed, but I'll tell you how to download and install. Okay, so just go to Google and say search for download Microsoft Power BI. Yeah, simply for desktop, something like that. Okay, you will get the first link, microsoft.com/download. Okay, with Power BI Desktop. You should click on this. Okay, I will give you the link anyway. Now here you need to go to, so directly it is opened here. Okay, but sometimes you might get, let's say, Power BI Desktop download. Okay, something like this. You just search it, then let me get, if you get something like this, you might get something like this. Okay, you need to go either Power BI Desktop, and you might get like this, and then you click on these options. Now you should come here. This is the important thing here. What happens if I click on this? This is clearly highlighting with yellow button, right? It will open up the store, Google Play Store kind of stuff. Microsoft also has its own store like this. This one, Microsoft Store will open up, but I don't recommend. I'll recommend choose this, and you will come and see when this recent update. December 12th was a recently they have published with latest features and size of the file. Okay, and what it will do: get data, create relationship, create report, save your report, and publish your reports. So all these are the 4 major activities that we are going to do with this Power BI Desktop. And system requirements, you should have Windows 10 and above. Windows 8, Windows 8.1, it will work, but it will not work that great. Okay, you should have at least Windows 10 operating system. And 4 GB RAM is enough, but though they have not mentioned, I'm recommending 4 GB RAM minimum should be there. And Windows Explorer is a mandatory for that. Okay, now this Microsoft Internet Explorer is actually removed, and you have come up with an Edge, so Edge should be installed, and it works for 32-bit and 64-bit also, and that's it. I mean, that's what you can learn. That's what you can understand with these details, but then you can download it. Now you see here there are 2 softwares that are available. Which software should I select and then click next, so that it will download. Okay, I'm going to click this because mine is 64-bit operating system. There is a 64, right? So how do I know, right? Yes, you should know. You can go to this PC and click on properties, and you will see here mine is 64-bit. Okay, so let me explain about my machine. So this is Intel i7 9th generation 2.6 gigahertz to 2.59 gigahertz speed processor, and I've installed 16 GB RAM. Okay, and I have a Windows 10 Pro. licensed version. And yeah, that's what you can know about your machine also, right? So once again, Intel i7 processor. When you see 9, this is ninth generation. When you start with 10, this is 10th generation. When you start with 5, fifth generation. And this is the CPU speed per second, how much data it can pump. So that's the CPU speed. Okay, and the RAM, random access memory, and then the system type 60. You can, if you see your 32-bit, then you need to choose this second option. Okay, and even if you don't know also, you need to choose the second option. Let's say I might explain, you might have forgot, but still you can go with this option if you don't know that. Okay, what exactly, whether you are 64-bit or 32-bit, it will actually validate whether it's a 64-bit or 32-bit. Based on that, it will install. So as I know I'm a 64-bit operating system, then I'm going with that, and it is getting downloaded. Okay, so it will take a minute. It's very small software, 455 MB, but inside that there's a lot of programs it will run. Okay, 455 MB is very small in size, not even 1 GB. Half GB also is not that. Okay, so I've already installed, so I'll show you. Maybe I'll any questions. Okay, because I'm waiting for this to be done. Okay, 15 seconds. Okay, 3 seconds. Done. Now you can directly double click it, or you can go to show in folder and see, double click it, but I'm directly double clicking it. It will open up. Okay, now it's opening. Now you see it's opening. Oh yeah, it's open. Okay, it might be open 2 times. Let me cancel one. Yes, this one. Okay, now only one. So that is the reason we should have a little patience while installing this. So you might be open multiple times, multiple applications will open. Now English language, yes. Then click next, and it will ask our consent. Click on yes, and then it will prepare the installation. That's it. Very easy to install Power BI Desktop. Very easy. Anybody can install it. Any Microsoft software is easy to install apart from SQL Server. Now we need to wait for next button to be enabled. It's computing the space requirements. Please wait. It will not take more than a minute actually, but sometimes uh, okay. Migrating future states from related application. Now it's done. Next. Now you need to accept the terms and conditions, then only the next button will enable, and then click and just keep the space as it is. And I don't like any desktop shortcuts. I can click install. That's it. It will get installed very quickly. For your machine, it could be i3 and AMD processor also fine. Okay, it's not about the processor. You can start with 10,000 laptop also. If you go to a CTC, you will get a laptop for 10,000 rupees. Okay, so now the price got reduced. Previously they were high due to lockdown, but now slowly there is a fabricated laptops. Okay, so you will get a very good condition laptops with cheaper price in CTC. You can go and try if you really want a laptop to practice. And if you go a little bigger amount like 14,000, you will get excellent laptop. This laptop also I bought it from CTC. It actually cost is around 2 lakhs, but I bought it for 60,000 rupees. You may ask 60,000 rupees, you might have get good laptop, right, and the new one. But yes, but not this configuration. I am a risk taker. Yes. And now removing the backup files. Boom. Yes, finish. Now when you click on this, it will automatically open up for the first time. And when it is opened, let me close this. So let me give you this link. Start. So here you can directly click on just download. Okay, and let me close this also. Vinay, you need to record. I'm already recording. Please stop your recording. Vinay Bhushan. Okay. Now let's say it's opening. Now you will see like this, and you simply close this. You don't need to sign in or anything. You don't need to click on buy now, sign in, nothing. Okay, just simply click close, and you will be see. It is free to use, as I said. It is free to use. Now it will look like this, and I will explain you all these options one by one later. But for now, I'm going to a web. There are 19 sources it can connect, right? So this is the get data. So using this get data, these many sources you could see we are going to get connect. So Microsoft is telling the same number, 99 plus sources. So it could be 100, it could be 200, it could be 300. So they are saying 9 plus sources I'm going to connect. I'm the highest connectors that I have in the market. That's what Microsoft is claiming. Now you see these many file systems, these many databases, Power Platforms, Azure. Azure is one of the cloud offering tool from Microsoft. Okay, online services and other services. You see the web is in other services. I'm going to select this. And here I need to paste the URL. Okay, so that Microsoft will do a web scraping behind the scenes, and it will scrap, and then it will give you the real data within that website. Okay, that is a powerful mechanism which Power BI is capable to do. So for that I need a website. So I'm going again to here. I want to take IMF data, and you can take IMDb movies list. You can go for a Wikipedia for countries, geographicals, world geography. You can take n number of websites. I will also give you after this session if you really do not find. Okay, but there is lot of data is available in the website. You can go to any government site. This IMF is also a government site. Okay, April 2022. You can search and you see April 2022 database you are going to get, and you click on it. I will give you the link. Okay, so by countries, and select all countries, and see they're all selected all, and continue simply. And all countries data we are going to get, and I'm going to get this first data set. Click continue, and then now you see how many years of data. They are also predicted till 2027. I want only 2025 and from 2022. Okay, you can select, because if you want a less data you can still reduce the number of years. Okay, and prepare the report. But this is not a Power BI report. Okay, this is a normal report which is not that great. But now the same thing I am going to get into Power BI, and how I'm going to tell you, show you in the Power BI report. Now I just cut the complete URL so that I can confidently say that nothing letter is actually missed. Okay, so Control X, I click on that, and then I'm pasting it here. Okay, and click OK. Now beyond the scenes, it will actually uh, prepare the data. So it will create a direct connection to the website, and it will go, and now you see it is actually extracting the data. So now it will tell you, see, this is the data that you could see there, and we don't want this data, and that is also HTML code here. All this is also we don't want, but it will scrap, and it will tell you in the scrap you might not require all of them. Only iron part will be very less. We need to remove the dust, something like that. This is one table and this is another table, so it is also extracted the two tables. So which table should I take, right? So you need to decide whatever the number of columns more. Here there are 9 columns, and here you have 10 columns. So let me go with this. Okay, you can still compare any other thing that you want. You can take, if you want, you can take both, but I don't want to take both because both are same actually, because I've been doing it. Okay, so now, as you know, it is not a clean data, right? You see the country, the first row is header here, and these are the countries. So I need to clean the data. Please go on mute. Somebody please help me to mute. Okay, so now you see the tool, inside the tool will open. This is Power BI desktop. This is Power Query editor. As I said, Power Query editor is an ETL tool, which is a tool inside the tool. Okay, when you click on transform, a new pop-up window will open, and this is the ETL tool. And once you're done, you just need to close and apply. So it will close, and data will be pushed to Power BI desktop. It will load. L will happen. ETL, extract. We have extracted the data. Now I'm going to transform the data, and then when I close and apply, it will load the data. E is happened. T I'm going to do. L, after that it will happen. So that is ETL, right? So it's a powerful ETL tool which can connect 19 sources. But though it has some defect, I will tell you that defect later. Okay, so I can say this is an IMF data. I can give a name so that you see when you write it here, it has also changed. In Power Query names, it is a query, not the table. Okay, but still they are the tables. Now, as I said, this is the header. You see this should be the header, but column 1, column 2 is not header. Either you can write it, but I don't recommend to write it, but I can push. There is an option, use first row as a header. So you simply use that. This is perfect. Now you see the proper headering is actually happening, but I don't want this description. It is only one letter and one value which is repeated. I don't want this, and this. Okay, simply select all those things and just remove the columns very quickly and effectively, right? And this estimator is also not required. Let's remove this. Now you have a data, country and years of data, and now you see some black color here, right? So let's remove that. It will actually telling you that there is a blank. Right now this black is gone here, but still it has here. Now you go here and you see there's a null and there's a blank values also. We don't want this two things. Still it is null values, right? So I think I don't want this NA, because NA is, there's no meaning to take this record. So still you can remove this NA. How to remove? Go to particular, search for NA here. Okay, you remove this. That is NA is also gone, but still you see some black color, right? So you can first keep the empty rows, right? So I want to know, we don't have any errors, that's for sure. I just now see it's gone. So actually, sometimes metadata will not be properly configured. So what you need to do, you need to just click anywhere and then come back so that it properly organized. Now you see, you don't see that black color. Black color means some empty data or some. Now you see, there is no errors, there is no empty. It's perfectly valid. 192 records are there and they are valid. Now you see, there is 192 here in the top and 5 columns. So this is how you need to clean the data, right? So but what I want is, I want a country, I want a year, and I want a population, or IMF, or not population, the GDP amount, right? So that's how I want. But here I have something like this, but I want year column and the GDP column. How do I get it? So that is the real transformation. So cleaning is done, that's okay. You have removed unwanted columns and you filtered some unwanted data, that's fine, that is okay. But what about if I want a like year column and then the GDP column, amount column? Yes, for that I'm going to introduce you one transformation. Is called Unpivot transformation. Go to transform and click on Unpivot, and there are three Unpivot options are there. I'm just going with this option. Okay, and I will explain you all those three in depth in the next session. Okay, but for now we are in the demo, so I'm not going much details how it works, but definitely I will explain you. Okay, so unpivot output is two things. One is attribute, another one is value. So attribute, I'm going to make it as a year, and then value should be GDP amount. Right, so this is the year and you can just make it as a whole number. Actually we can make it as a calendar, but it's not a complete date. Okay, so it's not eligible date, so that is the reason I'm making it as a 1 2 3. So you see the data types, you see how many data types we have: decimal, fixed decimal, whole number, percentage, date time, date, time, zone, duration, text, true or false, binary. Okay, these many data. You see in Power Query, 60 to 70% of issues will come with the data type, and it's easy also. Only thing is, you need to understand couple of performance transformations and couple of techniques here. I will explain you all of them one by one. You need to practice. Okay, now I've cleaned the data, I've prepared the data nicely and everything. Now you see number of records are 768. Previously how much? If you go here, you see 199 records were there, and then we promoted header 198 happened. Now we change the data type, still 198, and removed columns, now it become 198 only, and filtered first row 192 it become. Now you see these are the apply steps, very powerful steps that you could see here. Now finally it becomes 768. Why? Each country now 5 records. Previously one country 1 record. Now each country 5 records. Because of years are coming like this. Previously years were like this. So columns become rows now. So that is called unpivot. How to make it pivot? How to make it unpivot? Everything we will discuss later. But for now, what I am going to do, I am going to close and apply. Now the data is coming to Power BI. So far it is not come. Now it is loading. ETL done. Now L is working. Now you see load. So extract is over with get data, and we performed unpivot is a transformation, filtered, cleaned, removed, unwanted. Those are all the transformations. Now when you click on close and apply, the load is actually happened. Now you could see the data here. Now let me bring the country. When you just push it here, now nice map will create automatically. This is so much intelligent tool. Okay, Power BI itself is an intelligent tool. Now you see each country GDP it is showing. Okay, now let me bring a country into the slicer. Okay, now you don't know where is Aruba. You can see Aruba in the Venezuela top. This is also a small country, Aruba. Okay, you want to know Belize. Belize is here in this, after Mexico towards to Belgium, Colombia. Okay, so very powerful, and easily you can connect. Okay, so you can search any of them. let's say I want to search for India. Now you see India is here, but this is not enough, right? So I want to know the amount also. You can just select this. Now you see, if you want to increase the bubble size based on the GDP amount, now you can see the bubble size is different. So which bubble has a big size? So that has the biggest GDP. It's not count. It should be sum. Okay, GDP amount is actually counted. Why? It should be a number. It should not be the text. I don't know why. So let me go and fix this issue. Either I can change this to a decimal number, or else we can't. So then what you need to do is you need to go to transform data again, and then we need to fix this. This should be decimal value here, because I can see decimals, right? So decimal is there. So let me actually make it a decimal number. Now you see it become a decimal. And if you don't want these decimal numbers, you can go and transform this and multiply with at least what is the biggest decimal is three zeros, 1000 in it. You can multiply with 1000, and then you convert this decimal to whole number. Okay, so something we cannot convert. Let's go and keep error, the red color. Okay, keep errors. Now you see this record is error because there is a still NA is there, so we need to remove this NA. Okay, so not even here, before this, no, here. Now you can filter it for NA. Now you remove this and then click OK. Now what actually happened, it is make a filter saying that does not equal to NA. Okay, so now we can change this to a decimal. From there, then multiply with a text we cannot multiply, so that is the reason we need to first change that to decimal. Then you can multiply with 1000, and then you can convert that into whole number. So is it mandatory? No. So I'm just telling you these all options. Okay, if you want to go with decimal, perfectly you can go with it. No one will stop you. Okay, if business is demanding, yes, we need to do like this. So I'm just telling you the options. Now close and apply. Now bubble size count is not a correct one. Let me load this. Done. Now you see bubble size. Count of bubble size is not correct. So what we need is sum of bubble size. Now this is perfect. Now you see this has good GDP. Indonesia has very good GDP, and Islamic Republic of Iran. Iran is also very good GDP. So you can easily understand. Now I want to know our top countries, top 10 countries, maybe top 5 countries. How do I get it? Yes, bring the country into this, or you can also put on this map itself, but I want to make it a table, so I don't want to go with a lot of complexity in the first time. So that now you see all the countries GDPs you have, and you can simply sort it. You can get the top 5, but I don't want to see all of them. I want to see only the top 5. Okay, yes, you can still see that by applying top N country. So basic search, now you make it top N and top 5. When you say top, based on the number of marks, right? So this is the marks, amount is a mark, then you apply. Now you see only 5 countries that you could see. And now you can convert into any kind of a chart. Okay, and you can have a filter and everything. Okay, so still you can have a table also if you want. Okay, now you click on this particular Indonesia will be here, it's coming. If you click Vietnam, where is Vietnam? Vietnam is here. If you click on this, it will be here, right? So something like this. And if you want to put a table to understand in detail data, still you can put it here, country, and then the year, and then the amount. Still you can see the in detail. Now you see GDP amount is not a comma separated value. You can click put a comma separated. Now you see it become a comma separated, and it should be, if you want to put a dollar, you can click on dollar, you can put the dollar. Okay, and we can see how to make it so beautiful, right? So this I will explain you later, how to make a background color of the visual, how to put an image background of this, how to put a background color of this, how to put a nice table, okay, how to adjust the space between these columns, okay. So you can just do all these things with a nice putting a report name, right? So you can do a lot of things to beautify this report. But if you click on this, now you see automatically things are actually, interaction is actually happening. Now you see even this table is changed, this one is changed, this one is also changed. If I just click on a slicer, if I click on this also, this one changed, this one changed, but of course slicer is not reacted. But visuals are interacting. This is the biggest capability of a Power BI report. In traditional SSRS, you do not have this kind of interaction. Old and non-traditional traditional reporting system, you do not have this kind of interaction. So this is one of the key driving force to go for a non-traditional ETL tools. Okay, so business is tearing their shirts. No, 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 I want Power BI, something like that. Okay, because it is very interesting tool to understand the data, right? So you will see a lot of techniques and other things to work with Power BI. But for now, I'm going to save this and I'm going to put it in a folder called, I've created one folder under this Power BI. So Jan 2023. So here I'm going to save all our project reports. So this is GDP report, or you can say first report, something like that. Okay, a meaningful name should be there. When you say first report, that's not correct. So then what else? What else? Right? So I've saved it, I prepared it, and looks good. And but what else? You can simply publish it. So if you want to publish, you need to sign in. Okay, this is one way to publish. I will tell you how to publish and all later, but I'm simply going here and opening app.powerbi.com. This is called service. Wherever you go, the app.powerbi.com is common URL. Okay, so this is a cloud application. So I'm going with a last batch service account. This service account also I will give it to give it for free. I did not tell you this offer. Okay, this is almost $50, $40 worth of premium capacity. I'm going to give it for free for 2 months. Okay, to practice 100% real time, and it's more than real time. I can tell you why. In the real time, your role will be limited. Okay, either you could be a member, you could be a viewer, you could be a contributor, you could be a admin. But here you can play all the roles. No restrictions. You can create a workspace, you can delete a workspace, you can add members, you can change their roles. You are the you are unstoppable. You can do whatever you want. I will also give you the assignments what to need to do in the service, so that you will get a lot of confidence. You nowhere get this kind of flexibility and deeper concepts outside the market. That's my gut feeling. Okay, so we have created all this for different purposes, but you have a my workspace for now. So here I'm going to publish that. How you can go to upload, and here also there's one more button called get data. So I'm not going here, but I'm just going to upload option, and you can click on browse. Now go to that particular month folder. Yeah, open that up and select this, click it. It's uploading. This is one way. There are three ways to publish. Now you see, we have only published one report, but we got two things. Why? We will discuss that later. Okay, now I'm opening, but why it's not working here? Because there is a admin constraints. I actually lost my admin credentials, but not to worry. You can go to something like that. If you are an admin, you can go to admin portal and enable the map. So that will be off. There is a red button which is actually off it, and you can make it on so that it will come. Okay, I don't have admin portal access. I forgot those logins. Not to worry, no problem. But still, anyway, you can see whatever you want to play with the map. You can see it here. But apart from that, everything will work as expected. See. Okay, all the things are that are working, so you can reset to come to back, so everything will get back. Okay, this is how we work, and then here we will share with the end user. We can copy the link, you can mail it, you can team in the teams, you can chart it, you can export to PPT, so everything that you can do. And for now I'm copying it and copy, and I'm going to share with you like this. Okay, like this. And what you can if you click on this, what will happen? Nothing will happen. It will ask you to sign in, and you don't have a valid email ID, valid email ID of my company. So this is my company, right? What is my company? Vegam 8 is my company. So this is that is the reason I'm giving a company email address. So otherwise, a personal with Gmail account, with any other email account, you will not be able to create this service account. Okay, it is only possible for a company to take it. So that is the reason I am going to give it for free. So this is also one of the biggest advantage that I'm going to explain you very deep concepts of admin side. So within this training, you are going to get a developer role completely with extensive, with experience, with expert level features that you are going to get within the training. Apart from that, you can also do admin side work within the Power BI service. And I will also tell you a lot of designing techniques. So 3 roles you can play: admin role, developer role, designer role, right? And you can do support projects, development projects, enhancement projects, right? Different wide varieties of projects that you can work for. So I will tell you when we were discussing in Azure DevOps. Okay, so this is all about the demo. Any questions before I stop? The questionnaire for 5 minutes. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself and then talk to me. I will try to explain. And after that also you can connect with me one-on-one if you want to speak anything, if you have any doubts. So today you practice this IMF data, and and you can take Wikipedia, and you can also take Wikipedia, something like that, any page, Wikipedia page. If you want, I can give you the links, and you can go for IMDb movies for 2022, something like that. Top movies, top rated movies, you can bring it and you can play that. Okay, and any website you like. And for government sites like our government site, Indian government sites, you can take any open source sites without any login. If you want, you can go for and get it. So Wikipedia is the best option. Okay, and yeah, any questions? Ravi Prakash, Vinay, Praveen. Guest user, please, can you please ping your name, please? I don't want to allow any guest users from tomorrow. Okay, please let me know your name. You chart there in the chart or with me. You can chart with me one-on-one, something like this. You see a lot of people are connecting with me to their reviews and everything. Okay, so this is one of the important part. Now you could see all the discussions. Okay, so like this for everyone, you could see. Yeah, you can unmute Ravi. You can unmute yourself and then talk, because chart might take time.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So my name is Amrita.
Amrita. Hi,
Amrita
Amrita.
Upin.
Okay.
So I have completed my BCA and MSc in computer science.
Great, great, Amrita. Thank you.
Today is my first class. I have joined a
Okay,
Power
okay,
BI. I
okay.
don't know about Power BI.
No problem, no problem. Okay, okay. You can call me one on one for further discussions if you have any doubts. Okay, we'll definitely clarify you, and I will definitely help you out for your success. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Ravi, you're typing something? Yeah.
Sir, sir, SSAS also going now, sir.
No, if I tell you SSIS, SSIS I actually, I'm a certified in MSBI. I've certified in
Okay,
70778. I recently certified PL300. I know I've extensively worked on SSIS, but I'm not going to tell you the SSIS. If I teach you SSIS, you are grabbed into SSIS because all SSIS resources are migrating into Power BI. So there is a lot of
yes,
vacancy in the SSIS.
sir.
So
Why?
better.
Because sir, last day night I searched in Google, sir, about the Power BI jobs.
Mhm.
So, so many companies are required Power BI as well as SSIS also. So that's why
It
I'm
could be
asking, sir.
SSAS, not SSIS. SSS.
SSAS, sorry,
Yeah, SSIS, yes.
SSAS.
SSAS, I will tell you. Analysis services and
Okay,
reporting services, I will cover anyway. But
okay,
SSIS, if they really want to know, you should say, you can skip like this. I have been working with I know how it works, but I did not get a chance to work on that. I know
okay,
how it works. So that will give a good impression for them. But what I recommend is, I
okay, sir.
do not want to give you a, little gnan so that it is a big course actually.
Okay,
And moreover, it's complex.
okay.
Not like a Power Query. Power Query is easy to play.
Sir, another one, sir. Is there any chance to SQL also, sir? Class?
Definitely, I will cover you. I will, do not go for any SQL trainings.
Okay.
That is waste of your money and waste
Yes.
of your time, moreover.
Yes, sir.
And if you increase the time, your motivations levels go down.
Why?
And there is
Because,
a
sir.
myth in the market that you should have an expert before you go to Power BI. That is a myth. It is not a truth. Okay.
Yes.
So we need to break the myth, and I will tell you why. Okay, so I will
Okay.
definitely give you the right source to practice, and I will also explain you what are the basic concepts that you really required for an interview to crack. And in the real time,
Yes.
whether you work with SQL Server, whether you will not work with SQL Server, that is not a matter. But interview point of view, I will tell you what to do.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ravi.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. And Praveen, any questions? Bhushan, Vinay Bhushan, and Sridhar, Ranjit. Okay. So thank you. Thanks everyone. If you do not have any questions, still you can connect with me after one-on-one if you want to, and then we can discuss with your personal challenges also. I'm ready to explain and I'm ready to boost you. Um, and that's all for today. Thank you for giving me this opportunity and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.